to send a text. AlanCoxShow.com for all the other stuff. We'll have a brand new Poundcake Sports Break tomorrow on the show. And I'm assuming a new episode of the Poundcake podcast.
Correct.
Any teaser you want to give us?
No, because I had to change it. I recorded an episode, and the dude that I recorded it with, he was like, that wasn't a good episode at all. He was like, I was pretty drunk, so just scrap that. I was like, okay, well, thanks. So I have to figure
Who was
out.
the dude?
It was Fancy's friend, and he was in a rock band, and I was interviewing him about, life on tour, like, what was it like? Now,
Apparently was being drunk a lot.
Yeah, I'm still having the after effects.
Is it a big band?
He said he was known. I guess it's not anybody you would know. I forget the name of it because I got rid of the podcast.
Yeah.
He didn't like it, and I don't want to tarnish.
You didn't listen to him talk?
Well, after we were done, he was like, I don't like that. I'm like, okay.
Right, but you still forgot what the name of the band he was in?
Well, we recorded for like an hour.
But had he not said anything, you would have posted it?
Yeah. I didn't think it was bad. He didn't like what he said. I'm okay with what I said.
But was he audibly drunk?
Yeah. Yeah, he was. We drink when we do the podcast. Fancy was on it too.
Oh, you do? Oh, I didn't know that.
We have a glass of wine or whatever. Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The interview I want to do, though, a friend of mine got to go to Abu Dhabi and Dubai.
Gesundheit.
And so I really want to interview him on that. We just have to work out scheduling. But tonight, I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'll think of something.
Why don't you do the Will Smith Chris Rock thing?
Yeah, good. I feel like it's been
pretty topical.
It's pretty topical. That's only the reason why I kind of don't want to do it, just because everyone else has already put their input on it.
Yeah.
Is it beating a dead horse if I do it? I'm asking.
It's feed a fed horse. Thank you. We don't need PETA coming for us, Cody.
And why would you beat a dead horse? I guess it tenderizes the meat.
Well, I made a joke about my wife.
You what?
The horse made a joke about his wife.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, my friends, how would you guys feel about that? Would you guys ever travel to
Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, UAE.
No,
I don't know.
I would not.
Why would you not, Alan?
Because they have too many entanglements with there's too many things going on there that I'm not down with.
Like?
Name it.
Like the laws?
Sure, all kinds of things. Yeah.
I just
why am I going to contribute my money to those local economies?
I just hate the idea of there being places on this earth that if I have the money to go, now I don't have the money to go, but I'm saying if I have the money to go, I hate the fact that I can't go because my race and my sexuality would forbid me from going.
Well, your race wouldn't prevent you from going.
Well, I think it's one thing to be, if you're a gay white man, you're still a white man, and I feel like they would look at you from a tourist perspective. They're like, oh, we can't hurt this white man. He's still an American white man.
But you're still an American.
Well, first of all, American white people get hurt all the time, and there are millions of black tourists all around the world.
I'm not saying there's not, but I just don't. I'm already a double minority is what I'm saying. I don't want there to be, at least.
Well, one of them you can hide.
We can try.
Black. Is that the one?
Shut up, Mary.
Mary, see me after the show. Well, yeah, one of them you can hide.
No, yeah, I just think that's cool because my one friend works for the clinic, and they have a facility out there, a Cleveland clinic, and he works out there, and then his friends came to visit him. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is that like? What culture shock? Like, I would be afraid to pat someone on the back, or you're not allowed to curse out loud in public.
They went there in Sex and the City too. And Samantha had a breakdown because she was going through menopause, took all her clothes off and throwing condoms around.
Yeah.
I'm a woman. I have sex.
But were they really in UAE though?
I don't know. I don't know where they filmed it.
Yeah, I doubt they went over there to film that. That'd be very expensive.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to take the chance of getting flogged, for having too many drinks, go nuts. But,
I don't think it's like that.
It is. It's Sharia law over there. Those are criminal offenses. Alcohol abuse.
They're that big a fan
premarital
of
sex.
I think that country singer that they have a whole law about it. Shania Twain? Sharia? Never mind.
So anyway,
That was a bad one.
Let it
That
hang
was
there.
the worst
Let
one
it hang
ever.
there.
Yeah.
Don't even play a soundbite. Just
Let me sit in my
he's a professional
embarrassment.
comedian. He's going to be appearing in Menor
professional
this week
comedian.
and in
And there were
Pittsburgh.
13 tickets left, and now there's 25.
Yeah. Refunds available.
Yeah. So, yeah. You spend your money where you want, Poundcake. It's your money.
I have no desire to go there at all.
This would be another situation where my friend lives there. He will put me up. All I got to do is pay for my plane ticket. But again, I didn't go, so I want to go. I want to hear from a gay that did go.
Well, obviously, if you have a friend who lives there, he would know way better than we would. But if you're asking the question if I have any interest in going over there, my answer is
And I think those
unequivocally
rules,
no.
I think those rules are more lax for tourists. Like
I'm sure they
I'm not
are,
gonna
but
say-
you are still in a country where amputation is a punishment by law, and so yeah, you're still spending your money in a country where those things exist for their people.
It seems so like luxurious though. Like all these celebrities just go to
Yes,
like
because
Dubai.
that's right. They're awash in oil money. So yes, it's a very, very luxurious over there. But those are the decisions the travelers are forced to make. How important is something like that to me? Conversely, how important is the other stuff? For some people, other stuff's not important. They're like, well, you don't want to get your hand chopped off, don't be gay. Some people, that's fully how they think. So that's fine. But
the
I don't
hand-
have any interest in going over there.
Maybe the hand chopping guy had hit his breaking point with gay people. I just needed to, I'm totally kidding. By the way. It
I've
was
chopped
just-
so many hands and feet and all kinds of other things.
I feel like there's just so many other places you could go before going there. You know what I mean? Big ones for me: Australia, the Mediterranean, like south of France, Greece, like that
But
area.
luxury is a huge
But those
draw for
places can
pound
be
cake.
super luxurious
But
too.
not in the same way
Yeah.
as he views Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Those are the places he talks about.
I mean,
When he talks about these luxurious vacations he wants to take, that's what he thinks about.
It's the richest
He
country
wants
in
to
the
be
world.
out there on right. To him, he goes, it's the richest country in the world. Now, the rest of us, that doesn't mean anything in the context of traveling.
That doesn't make you have more money.
It doesn't mean anything in the
Right,
context
but
of
he
travel.
just likes the idea of him being near it.
being near it.
But you could spend the same
It's-
amount of money in a prettier place.
And it's his money.
Doesn't matter to him.
It's his money, so he can do what he wants to with it.
That's true.
He's intrigued by the gaudiness and the wealth. And
I'm just
all
saying that I can't imagine any of that superseding being worried about being black and gay in another country. If I were worried about
Existing,
either of those things,
and just existing.
I'd go, that one's off the list.
I also don't like the pressure of things being too fancy. 'Cause especially if you don't have the money for it. Like just getting there and then you got to act that certain way and you got to like dress a certain way.
Yeah.
That's not relaxing.
You gotta find those Abu Dhabi dive bars.
It's like when you go to a,
Dhabi dive bars. the Dhabi,
Here's only $48.
the download Dhabi.
it's like when you go to a hotel and they have a restaurant instead of a continental breakfast, and you're like, man, I just want to be down here in my sweatpants with these eggs. Now I got to order and look presentable. Too fancy.
You don't want to put jeans on to go down to the restaurant for
No.
breakfast?
I don't even want to put
Breakfast,
shoes on to go down to the breakfast.
You want the waffle iron
I want
and
a
all the
waffle-
rubes in
that's
line
all
for the
I
waffle
want.
iron.
Yes, I
Yeah.
want a waffle iron, some oddly wet eggs, and maybe a couple dry sausage patties. They haven't figured out the moisture quite right at a continental.
What constitutes an oddly
Eggs are
wet
too
egg?
Sausage
That,
is dry.
every time eggs are too wet because of the condensation, so there's just like
I see.
water
Yeah,
around
pooling
it.
kind of. Yeah, eggs are too wet, sausages are too dry.
Yes,
Yeah.
you make your own waffle that you're probably going to burn
Yeah.
or undercook. I feel like continental
And
breakfast.
yet they give you the directions right.
it
People
beeps.
are.
It beeps so
Why
loud.
are people so flummoxed by the hotel waffle iron?
It is impossible.
It could not be easier to operate.
I feel like continental breakfast is a place of no judgment. That everyone there makes a medium amount of money. This is what we can afford. Holiday Inn Express. We're not going for the Holiday Inn with the restaurant. We need a Holiday Inn Express.
Well, who's being judged at a continental breakfast?
Nobody. That's what I'm saying.
She's
But
saying
who would
that's
be
it.
judged elsewhere?
At a regular sit-down breakfast, I can't come in with no shoes on. What are we doing here?
That's the beauty of going to a place
I gotta
where,
wear
like,
a bra.
like when you're in Vegas and you just go to have breakfast like outside at the hotel.
Everyone's a mess.
Well, because you're going to go swim. The
Yeah,
pool's right
that's
over
what I
there.
wanna see.
So you're just sitting there. You're paying $50 for a glass of milk.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I don't care. I'm in my board shorts and I don't have
Right.
shoes on. I'm happy.
That's what I like.
Nothing like that nice summer milk in Vegas.
Yeah. $58 milk or whatever he
Give me
said.
that milk, and then I'm going to go lay in the sun, let it curdle in my belly.
Yum,
Cook
man.
it up.
I'm drinking it as milk. It's going to become cheese in my belly.
I want these eggs extra wet. Yeah, among the other things that got overshadowed at the Oscars was the In Memoriam segment, which egregiously left out Bob Saget and Norm Macdonald. And some people were saying, well, they usually just kind of put people who are mostly in the movies as opposed to television. But they left out Ed Asner. He was in a lot of movies.
Ed Asner's in a lot of movies.
They left out Robert Downey Jr.'s father, who was a filmmaker. Yeah, they left out a whole bunch of people.
This is why I don't like the Oscars. It's so boring.
Well, I don't know that, they go, oh, this is going to be great for the Oscars. Well, not really. Like, if you were watching it, I guess it was interesting, but it's not going to help them in hindsight.
No.
And it's not going to help them for next year. It's not like people expect there to be a stunt
slap,
now
yeah.
every year. You guys got to outdo yourselves this year. So, yeah, I don't know. Who knows? But Poundcake's going to spend his money where he's going to spend his money. Mary's going to get her wet eggs.
Spend.
Well, I'm assuming he's talking about a time where he's got some saved, and he's. What
It's
happened
a
to your 10
fantasy
grand? What happened
thing.
to his 10 grand?
I don't know. What happened to 10 grand?
Well, it took a big hit in Mexico, but other than that,
Building
It took
it
a
back
big
up.
hit. I thought a whole bunch of stuff was like. I thought it wasn't costing you that much.
Because I bullied him into paying his friend back.
all at once. Well, no,
No, but you were going to pay all at once. Oh, I see.
all at once. So no, I'm still working on it. Like, it's not like I don't want 10 grand. So that's where it is. I just don't have it yet.
But it's still going to be a situation where once you get 10 grand, you're going to just focus on your radio career?
I'll probably quit before then. I mean, not quit radio. I mean, I'll probably
Promise?
He put in his 2 weeks right
Freudian
now.
slip. I'm going to focus on my morning
I'm
job.
saying I'll probably do it until then, because the way I'm saving money and the way my lack of budgeting, like radio will be my primary focus. Anyways.
Alan, having worked in the UAE for several months, I can confirm: do not go as a woman or a gay person.
Oh, there you go then.
I wanted you to elaborate. I was really interested to hear. That's why I want to interview my friend.
Because they're mean to you. It's that guy, that caller from yesterday who
you're-
told me I can't fart, except you can't exist. You can't be a person. You can't talk. You can't.
Yeah, you're a
looked
second-class
down
citizen.
on. You don't listen. They don't listen to you. They don't care what you have to say. You're not a human being. I might be exaggerating. I've never been there, but based on Aladdin.
That's Saudi. Is that Saudi Arabia?
kidding.
That's Agrabah.
No, it's Agrabah. It's a fake place.
Is it though? I mean, it lives in his heart.
I guess.
Well, they say Arabian Nights, so it has to be in
Yeah,
Saudi
but
Arabia.
Agrabah that's not a real place.
Arabian Nights.
Is Agrabah a real place? Do I sound
Agrabah
ignorant?
is not a real
I was
place.
like, do I watch one of you guys come at me with this?
Mary.
Actually, Agrabah is located.
I'm disappointed because the Aladdin I ran into at Disney World, he was like Italian. And I'm like, man, y'all not authentic.
Authentic.
Where's
It's me, Aladdin.
Where's the authenticality?
Yeah, where's the authenticity with Aladdin?
Disney World.
Disney World, yeah.
It's supposed to be the real
You
guy.
know, just because you're wearing curly shoes doesn't mean you're really Aladdin. What kind of authenticity were you looking for?
I could just tell that he wasn't like Saudi Arabian.
Did he have a real monkey?
No,
Oh, God.
but he had that shirt open though. Or well, the
Yeah,
real
the-
abs.
the
it's-
little
it's-
vest that he had.
This was in Florida?
Yeah, by Disney World.
Yeah, it's guys who live in Florida that go to play Aladdin. It's not guys coming over from Saudi Arabia.
Well, they should.
It's models who
It's my dream.
put in a job application at,
Disney is supposed
Disney.
to care about that stuff.
well, maybe they do.
You're a Saudi prince. Just stay here. He's like, no, I'm going to America because I want to be Aladdin at Disney. That's my dream,
Hey,
Dad.
those models make really good money.
I want to go to Orlando where I can really show people my culture. Alan, next year, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds should do it live on stage. What? Like people are
Sure.
coming up. Yeah,
Why
okay,
not?
cool. Yeah. She's not my type, but yeah, he really seems to like her.
She's very pretty.
She's not ugly, but she's not really my
I think
type.
she's more than not ugly.
Blake Lively?
Yeah.
She's got like marks on her face and stuff. Doesn't she? She got like a bunch of moles.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, she's cute. Yeah, right? She's good looking. Nothing bad about her. But she's Ryan Reynolds' wife, so she's not available.
Right, but I'd watch them have sex.
That doesn't change anything.
Yeah, I would watch them have sex. I don't want to see Ryan Reynolds have sex.
You don't?
He's pretty
No,
hot.
I don't. He's a good. I don't want to see them have sex.
We just watched that movie with him. Oh God, he's a character in a video game.
Free Guy.
Free guy.
Free Guy.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
watched that
it was
the
a lot
other
of fun.
night, and it was. Yeah, is it a children's movie?
No.
No.
No, I didn't think so, but it was like kind of fun and very light, and I was like,
It was
this
nice
is
to
like-
have an original idea in the movie theaters.
I
yeah.
really liked that. We watched that the other night. It
I
was a
watched
great
that.
one.
I watched the one that he's on Netflix,
The Adam Project.
Adam Project. That was all right.
Yeah.
Dude, my boyfriend went on a friggin' Nick Cage bender this weekend. He watched that pig movie.
Oh, was that
The
good?
truffle pig.
I
He
heard
said
it was good.
absolutely awful.
Oh, I heard it was good.
In true Nick Cage fashion, he said it was slow and weird things happened, and
He was getting like good reviews for it. That's why I thought, because the new one he's in, he plays himself, and it's supposed to be hilarious.
Well, now every time we sign on, it's all just Nick Cage movies.
Yeah.
So he watched Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah,
I heard about that one,
it's
yeah.
so weird. He's
Yeah.
like, so he's on this tear of watching.
Did he watch
these
Mandy?
He loves Mandy.
Love Mandy.
Well, that's
Mandy's
what
good.
made him want to watch the pig one.
Yeah.
Is that he liked Mandy so much. And I am in the front room reading. We essentially have two living rooms. So he's watching his weirdo Nick Cage movies in the back, and I'm reading in the front room, and I hear him yelling and laughing, and I'm like, what happened? He's like, he doesn't have the pig back yet. I was like, this is the dumbest thing ever.
I like on Netflix how they have certain categories, and the category that I keep going back to is just 90s movies.
Oh, yeah.
And
There
so
you
I'll
go.
be like, ooh, because it's either movies that I never saw or haven't seen since I was a kid, and I love going through there and just being like, you know what, never seen The Negotiator? Let's do The Negotiator.
Oh, what a great movie.
Yeah. I haven't.
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I miss Kevin Spacey, boy. When I see him in a movie, I'm like, Kevin Spacey's awesome.
I forgot that he was in that because it's mostly like,
Chris Sabian.
well, it's they show a lot of Samuel L. Jackson to draw you in. They're not putting, because you know how they'll always change the Netflix covers.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like the photos on there, so you're just seeing, you're not seeing any signs that it's Kevin Spacey. It's all Samuel L. Jackson.
Tell Brian to watch Prisoners of the Ghostland if he wants a completely bonkers, even by Nick Cage standards movie.
He's loving them.
Yeah, Prisoners of Ghostland.
He's laughing and not even upset that he watched it for 2 hours. He's like, yeah, the movie sucked, but whatever. I enjoyed it.
You get to watch Nick Cage go bonkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's on our list. We also watch Pam and Tommy.
Oh, I watched that. That was
I haven't watched it.
I like it.
I like it. I thought it was good.
We're not done with it yet, but I feel so bad for Pam Anderson when I'm watching this.
dude.
I'm watching it. I'm like, this sucks, man. This is the worst. This is the worst thing that could have ever happened to her.
Yeah, that's why she didn't want to really talk about the movie. She's
Yeah,
like,
it's good. They look so much like them.
Yeah.
I didn't know what Tommy Lee looked like. I obviously wasn't a Motley Crue fan, so I like Googled Tommy Lee and I was like, dude, they nailed it.
Sebastian Stan, yeah, he looks
they put a lot of prosthetics on them to really do it. Like
giant penis.
giant penis. There's a scene where the penis talks.
That's the dumbest thing. My boyfriend was
That's from the book, though, I
laughing
think.
so
It's from his book.
hard.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like Lily Collins, she looks just like Pam, and
Yeah,
I guess
she really does.
Like there's like naked scenes, but it's not her real naked body. She's got prosthetics on to make her boobs bigger and stuff like that, but still looks great.
There's a ton of nudity.
So much
but
nudity.
it's really good. It is
I enjoyed
really,
it.
really good.
I enjoyed it a lot.
She was the one in Baby Driver, yeah?
Yeah.
Lily James?
Collins.
No, that's Phil Collins' daughter. Lily James is the one in Pam and Tommy.
Oh, is that who it is?
Yeah.
I keep confusing them. I can only handle one Lily.
I've reached my peak Lily. All right, I'll have those WWE 2K22. A copy of that for you, whatever platform you want to play on. For people hitting me up about that, I'll hand you off a copy after the break. 35192 to text for anything else.
This is the Alan Cox Show.